Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In this video session, I'm going to discuss the last question number 6 in the mock 1 exam. VLAN 30 should be the only staff member who can access the network devices through the Telnet. Okay, use a standard access list. And the access list number should be 13. Okay, and apply the access list to the line VTY. Okay, so um, we have like 4 VLANs. So among the 4 VLANs, only the VLAN 30 should be allowed to access these devices, routers and switches. Already I have enabled the configured the telnet in these routers. So that is not under the scope of this mock 1 exam. So there is no need for you to configure the telnet. In case you want to know how to configure the telnet, there is a separate video on my channel, in my channel, so which you can see. Now just let us configure the access list, which allows only the VLAN 30 and VLAN 10, VLAN 20 are not allowed to access these devices. I mean the routers and the switches. Okay. So let's say I want to configure the access list for the router R2. Enable. Okay. So scope plus. Now you can see from VLAN 20, I can connect to the telnet. So telnet, okay, so just move your mouse to the router. So these are the different IP addresses of the different sub interfaces which are available, you can see. So you can select any one IP address, sub interface IP address. Let me choose 192.168.99.3. Okay, I'm going to pick up this. Okay, telnet 192.168.99.3. So it is asking the password. So already I have configured the username, telnet user. So again I repeat, in case you want to know how to configure the telnet, you can look into my another video, okay, in the channel. But that is not under the scope of this mock 1 exam. Then 123 enable class show run. So we can successfully connect with the router, okay, from the VLAN 20, as well as from VLAN 10. Also, you can uh, connect with this router or with this router or with this router or with this switch or this switch or this switch. But now we want to implement the only the VLAN 30 should be allowed. So first let me configure for the R2. So same thing you have to do for the other routers also. Okay, so only the network VLAN 30 is allowed. So I create an access list, and the access list number should be use a standard access list, and the number should be 13. So access list 13 permit 192.168.30.0, and the wildcard mask is this. So this is standard access list. So you shouldn't include any um, like IP protocols or source and destination. I mean destination network address or IP address. Only source is allowed. And we are just permitting the 30 network. I'm not putting any other network here. So implicitly, automatically, what happens? All the other networks are denied. So this access list 13 deny, okay, any. So no need to put this statement because the last by the statement automatically it would be access list 13 deny any. Okay, so if you didn't create any statement, okay, then what happens? Automatically that traffic would be denied. So after you create the access list, then you go to the line VTY 015, okay, class access class, okay, 13 is access list number and it is applied to the incoming traffic and exit and right. So now you can go to the VLAN 20 and I can try to connect. Just a minute, it will take some time. Or we can go to VLAN 10, Telnet 192.168.99.3. So we are not able to connect because only from here I am trying to connect the R2 through this IP address 192.168.99.3, but it's not allowing. And let's go to the 99.3. So this is asking the username, telnet user, password is 123. So again, let me repeat the telnet user. I have configured the telnet. I did the telnet configuration in the auto router. So how to do that? You can check in my channel. Class. So from the VLAN 30 system, we are able to access the R2, and from the VLAN 30 machine or from VLAN 20, we cannot connect with this R2 through the Telnet service. So here also let me try Telnet. Okay, then 192.168 99.2, sorry, 3. Connection refused by the remote host. So from VLAN 10 as well as from VLAN 20, you cannot connect to this router, okay, through the Telnet service. But from VLAN 30, you can connect. So this shows that the access list is working fine. So same thing you have to repeat for the R1. So when you go for R1, you can choose, you can try to connect through 99.2, and when you try to access this router, okay, then you have two interfaces here. I mean, so serial like 11.11.11.2, 10.10.10.2. So these IP addresses can be used to connect with this router. And as far as these switches are concerned, you know how to configure the IP address for the switches. So S1, okay, so S1, this is the IP 192.168.99.11/24, and S2 99.12 and S3 99.13. So same, whatever I did now, right? Same configuration. You have to do access list configuration. You have to do in the S1, S2, and S3. And thereby, what happens only from VLAN 30 you can connect with these devices through the VTY telnet. Okay, and from other devices you cannot connect with these devices through the VTY telnet.